Hi, can you guys hear me okay? I know it's only a few of us in here, but I want to make sure. Mods, can you hear me okay? Nice. Hi guys, what's up? How are you guys doing tonight? Let's see who's here. I want to make sure I see. Say hi to everybody. Let's see. We have Ernie Birdie. Hi, Ernie Birdie. We have Tipsy, my wonderful mods, great friends. I love them. They're amazing. And then we have beautiful Dawn Marie. Hi, Dawn Marie. Thank you for making it tonight. Might just be a few of us, but it's okay. I think it's I don't know if you guys have heard of this case before, but it's a little frustrating. Sherilyn, beautiful Sherilyn. Hi. Let's see. And we have the beautiful Esther. Hello, Esther. And Nicolette. Hello, beautiful Nicolette. Okay, so you guys can hear me and see me okay, yeah? Let me know if you if something like doesn't sound good or look good. Oh, Esther, you're so sweet. I love you, Esther. I'm so glad you found my channel so you can come here and hang out. Yes, I will do your makeup. I appreciate that, Esther. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of the Mia Campos case. I originally heard from it from Vinny. You guys know I'm mod for Vinny Politan. And he has a episode on it on his show. I'm gonna thank you, Nicolette and Sherilyn. I'm going to link it in the description. You guys can go watch it. And it's like a 45-minute video. I was gonna post it here, but I just figured it was too long and I kind of wanted to get through the documents. I'm a document nerd. So I'm like, I know you guys have probably already seen it if you're following the case, and if you're not, I love Court TV, I love Vinny, I'm mod for Vinny. And this is a really good episode. They did a really good episode, him and the producer, and they go and interview her family. So let me give you a little bit of background if you don't know about the Mia Campos case. She was 16 years old, Hispanic girl in Georgia, and she was 7 months pregnant. She wasn't with the baby's father. They were broken up. So technically her ex-boyfriend at this point. And like I said, she was 7 months pregnant. And on 7/15, she ended up going out of her house when he texted her or called her, etc. And they were gonna go get like some food or something. She was 7 months pregnant, so she left on a Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. and she didn't come home, and her parents were worried, so they tracked her phone and they ended up finding her in the woods. They found her body, 7 months pregnant, in the woods, deceased, face down in the woods, like on the ground. It's terrifying. It's frustrating and it's a sad case, but I think it should get more attention because her ex-boyfriend, of course, was charged, and I think initially he was charged with like lying to law enforcement, and then they changed the charge to like malice murder. So like a couple days later, but her family was like confident that it was him. And in the interview that I post in my description for Court TV, I'll link it so you guys can go and watch it. You can her parents talk about how they weren't like a big fan of him, but she wanted to co-parent and make it work with him since he was like the baby's father. And that night she left with him and didn't come back. So he's being charged for that allegedly right now. The terrifying thing is, and why I wanted to cover it, is because although he committed this crime allegedly and he was being charged for it, he's actually out of jail right now. He got released on bond, and I thought that was wild. I'm like, we literally have this person out free on bond, quote unquote free. He does have ankle monitor on, but if you have not experienced that or don't know much about it, ankle monitor, you can basically live in your home all day long, 24/7. You're not allowed to leave unless it's for like an authorized appointment, etc. You're not allowed to drink or smoke or take any substances while you're on house arrest. And of course, everyone has different regulations depending on like whatever the court orders you, or like whatever, you know, depending on your case. And so my point is that yes, he's out on bond. But my point is why, right? They didn't lessen the charges when they released him on bond. So he did this to his ex-girlfriend and his 7-month-old baby that was in the womb. So her name is Mia Campos. Georgia case. Yeah, look it up. It's wild. You're right, Darlene, that doesn't mean anything, but you know, it's just so sad. Darlene says, we had a murder in Long Island with everyone on ankle monitors. Honestly, you can cut those things off. Yes, they can track you, but he is he does have family, I believe, in Mexico. He's a Hispanic. So I mean, you can go anywhere, right? Anyone can go like flee. So in my opinion is, why is he out if he's being charged for unaliving his ex-girlfriend and their baby that wasn't even born yet, 7 months? So I think that's brutal. So I have the documents. I'm not going to play the video. Like I said, I'm going to link it below. It's Vinny on Court TV. They did really good. They interviewed the family. And it's very sad. So definitely watch that. And you guys know I'm out for Vinny. So come back to Vinny. He's going to be covering it as well. And I am too. It's a very, very, very sad case. But I got some of the court documents. I haven't really seen this be covered yet. I follow, as you guys know, I mod for a ton of people on YouTube, and I follow a lot of cases, but I haven't really seen this one out there. I think I only saw like 2 or 3 people covering it. So let me know if you guys see in the comments who you guys are watching on this case, and if you've never heard of it. I can see in the chat some of you have never heard of it and some of you have. Yes, Ernie Birdie. Ernie Birdie says, nice. Good job, Vinny. Yes, he covered it for the very first time, and I had no idea. No idea. No idea. And they did a really good coverage on this. Like I said, they interview her parents and her brother, who actually was the last to see her that night when she went. They were going to go get food or something at like 10:30 p.m. So like I said, she never came back. They found her body in the woods, 7 months pregnant. He's being charged for malice, you know, unaliving. There is something that I thought was interesting, and I don't know if it'll come up, but she got pregnant at 15 and he was 19. So I know the family was going to pursue, and they say it in the interview with Vinny, that they were going to pursue some type of charges against that. I don't know if it's like statutory, you know, rape, or whatnot. So I don't know if that was maybe a motive, but like I said, he's been let out on bond. So he is at home chilling with his feet up, eating McDonald's or whatever he wants to do while, you know, he unalived his girlfriend and his baby. So let's get into the documents. The first one that I got was just like the main report that the police department was able to provide. I'm just going to give you guys a little heads up on what I'm doing. The second one is an arrest warrant, and it's for the first time when he got charged for lying to law enforcement or something like that. And then the second one is when he actually got charged for the unaliving. And then the next document is the motion for bond and like why, you know, he deserved the bond, et cetera, which I think is crazy. And then the proposed order. So we'll get through them pretty quickly. If you haven't watched my lives before, go back and watch them. I've covered a couple cases recently, and we did like a reading of like 45 pages. So I'm a fast reader, and I like to know what you guys think. I know it's only a few of us here, but like, give me your feedback. Let me know about what you think as I'm reading these documents, because like now you know the background, right? Like she's unalived and the boyfriend, and like you guys know what's going on. So let's get into it. And let me know if you guys can see it in the chat, please. You guys can see this, right? It's, let me make sure. This is a public information report. So this is just like the basic summary. We're going to get deeper into it in the other documents. So let me see. Okay, let's see. I'm going to start. It says, on Wednesday, August 28th, 2024, Deputy V. Mendez was marked uniform patrol with the Lee County Sheriff's Office assigned in the 1st Precinct, Lee County, Florida. At approximately 8:24 p.m., Deputy Mendez was dispatched to 96 blah 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 Fort Myers in reference to a missing person. Upon arrival, Deputy Mendez met with complaint Priscilla Blank, who stated that her daughter I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I pulled up the wrong document. You guys are like, wait. Um, yeah, this is for a different case. I pulled up the wrong case. My bad. You guys are like, that's not Mia. That's not Mia Campos. Okay, so let's see. Here you go. I want to make sure I don't release any information. I mean, this is public somewhat, so can you guys see that now? It's the criminal arrest warrant. I'm sorry, you guys. I was reading, guys, something else from another case that I was doing research on. So this one says, yeah, Georgia Gwinnett, state of Georgia. I'm like, this doesn't sound familiar. So versus Jesus Monroy. That's Mia's ex-boyfriend that's being charged with her unaliving. You guys are like, who's Ariel? Stay tuned for that case. It's a good one. I don't think many people know about it either. Let's see. Okay, so it says personally appeared, undersigned the prosecutor, blah. I don't want to say their names, 𝖢RiZa, who on oath says that to the best of the prosecutor's knowledge and belief, the above named accused between 7:16:11 p.m. and 7:17:03 a.m. They list an address, did commit the offense of false statements or writings, conceal the facts, or fraudulent documents in matters of government violation code 16-10-20 and against Mia Campos and the laws of Georgia. The facts of this affidavit for arrest are based on said accused did knowingly and willfully make a false, fictitious, fraudulent statement or representation in any matter within the jurisdiction of the Gwinnett County Police Department. Prosecutor makes this affidavit that a warrant may be issued for the accused person's arrest. So basically, this is he tried to conceal the facts that he had been texting her and he was the one who reached out to her that night, but everybody knew and her brother knew, and she said she was going to go get food with her ex-boyfriend. Esther. Thank you, Sherilyn. Okay, so let's see. For sufficient cause made known in the above affidavit incorporated, you are hereby commanded the accused Jesus Monroy. Yeah, so basically this is an arrest warrant for him lying about texting her and contacting her. So that's one of them. That was the first one they originally put out for him. This is the second one where he's officially charged, I believe, with the crime. And it says 𝖢RiZa knowledge, it gives the address on 7/14 at 10:30 p.m. and between 11:14 p.m. and then it gives an address. Jesus Monroy did commit the offense of malice unaliving in violation of, and it gives the code, Mia Campos and the laws of the state of Georgia. The facts of this affidavit are based on said accused unlawfully and with malice after forethought caused the death of Mia Campos, a human being, by luring Mia Campos to the entrance of her neighborhood, killing her by means of asphyxiation and leaving her body in the woods. Prosecutor makes this affidavit a warrant may be issued for this person's arrest. So this is when so first they charged him with lying, and then they charged him with obviously the unaliving because they figured it out. And then it says The second charge is, they say in this, let me switch the page for you guys. I hope you guys can see that okay. Let me know. This is the second charge for aggravated assault, caused the death of the victim, a human being, by unaliving the victim of means of asphyxiation. And then the third charge is the mother, Mia Campos, the mother of the unborn child, causing the death of both the child and the mother. So the said accused knowingly unlawfully caused the murder of the child and the mother, and they labeled it as feticide. So these are the charges that he's being charged with. I hope I'm making sense and you guys aren't confused because of my mess up earlier. But I appreciate you guys. Let me see who's here. Yay! Being Bio Girl's here. Hi, Being Bio Girl. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so this next page, this one says aggravated assault. I think we already went over that one. And this one says aggravated assault. The next charge is aggravated assault against Mia Campos. So said accused assaulted the victim with the intent of unaliving said victim. Prosecutor makes this affidavit a warrant. So yeah, these are all the charges. So he got charged with aggravated assault, feticide, the unaliving in Mia, and then the unaliving of the baby that wasn't born yet. And now he's out on bond. So just so you guys know, that's why I thought this case was interesting, because I'm stunned that he could be out on bond after what happened. But hey, who am I? What am I to say? Let's see. Darlene. Hi, Darlene. All right, I'm gonna keep going. I missed you too, being Bio Girl. Thank you, Don Marie. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see. Let's read this document. And this is a motion for bond. And let me see. I want to make sure I get the date right. This was on July 30th. So she was found on July 15th. And then he was recently let out on bond on August 29th. And he's on house arrest. So he's currently on house arrest at home. And Mia is not here with her baby, who was 7 months old in her womb. It's very sad. Hi, Queen Olive. Thank you for being here. Sherilyn, I appreciate you. I know. Don't hate me because I messed up earlier. Don't hate me. I've had a rough day. I was thinking we should do like a Melly after dark too. Now I'm going off. But we should do a Melly after dark and catch up because there's been a lot going on. And like tea time, right? I got tea for everyone. Hi, Clar. Thank you for being here. So yeah, we should do a Melly after dark. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. There's a couple cases that I want to talk about, but let's get started on this. I'm going off on a rant. Okay, so it says motion for bond. Comes now the defendant, Jesus Monroy, by and through his attorney, and files this motion for bond and requests that this court grant the defendant bond on the above charges, and shows the court the following. 1. Jesus Monroy is charged with the offenses of malice, unaliving, and the warrant, felony murder, and warrant, and they give all these warrant numbers. So basically felony unaliving. 2. Monroy was arrested on July 17, 2024 for false statements and was denied bond by Judge Russell based on Mr. Monroy being a danger to commit additional felonies. There is nothing contained in the documentation which shows a justification for the decision to deny the defendant bond. At Mr. Monroy's first appearance, hearing the judge again denied the bond based on the purported belief that the defendant was in danger to commit additional felonies. On July 23, 2024, the Gwinnett Police Department obtained warrants as referenced above. Those warrants were served to Mr. Monroy on the same date as he was already being held without bond on false statements warrant. Pursuant to Code 1761 Magistrate Court was without jurisdiction to grant a bond on the warrant for malice unaliving and felony unaliving. However, on the warrants for feticide and aggravated assault, Judge Head, who issued the warrants, determined that Mr. Monroy was a danger to person or community and denied him bond. Again, there's nothing contained in the documentation which shows a justification for the decision to deny the defendant bond on that basis. Jesus Monroy is 20 years old and resides with his father. Monroy, his mother, and his 4 brothers live in their home in Snellville, Georgia, inside Gwinnett County. Mr. Monroy attended high school at Gwinnett High School and currently works with his father in their family-owned landscaping business. In addition to working with his father, Mr. Monroy also apprentices as an electrician during the winter months when the landscaping business is slower. Upon information and belief, Mr. Monroy has never been convicted of any crime, nor arrested for one. In the state of Georgia, any other state and any other country, because Mr. Monroy enjoys his constitutional presumption of innocence, he is not guilty of any offense under the law and has absolutely no criminal record. In order to confine Mr. Monroy pending his trial, the courts must determine that he is a quote-unquote significant risk of fleeing from the jurisdiction of the court or failing to appear in court when required. A significant threat or danger to any person, to the community, or to any property in the community. A significant risk of committing any felony pending trial, and a significant risk of intimidating witnesses or otherwise obstructing the administration of justice. And then this is Code 1761. That we should take into consideration. When fixing bail in Georgia, a trial judge foremost in consideration in the probability that the accused, if Fred, will appear at trial to a lesser extent, the accused ability to pay, the seriousness of the offense, and the accused character and reputation. A defendant who seeks release on bail has a burden of showing roots in the community, that the defendant does not pose a significant risk of fleeing or threatening the community, committing any other crime, or intimidating a witness. Accordingly, the court's primary concern is whether or not Mr. Monroy will appear in the court to answer to the charges against him, to a lesser degree whether he is a significant risk to commit additional felonies or intimidate witnesses, endanger any person, property, or the community. In reaching the determination, our Supreme Court has articulated who bears the burden of presenting the evidence in court. The defendant bears the burden of producing evidence that he does not pose a significant risk to flee, threaten the community, commit another crime, or intimidate witnesses. To meet his burden, the defendant must first present evidence showing his roots in the community. The court stated in Ayala that evidence demonstrating ties to the community would include the length of character and residence in the community, employment status, and history, past history of responding to legal process, and prior criminal record. Once the defendant has satisfied the burden of production shifts to the state. If the defendant fails to produce sufficient evidence, the state may not be required to produce any evidence. However, the state always retains the burden of persuasion that the defendant is not entitled to pretrial release. I still don't even think I think it's wild, you guys, that he's out on bond after this crime allegedly. For those of you who just got here, we're covering the Mia Campos case, and she was unalived by her baby's father, and she was 7 months pregnant and found in the woods. And he's out on bond. I think it's like a $50,000 bond too. It's not even, I mean, that's a lot, but for the crime, 2 lives, 2 unalivings, I think that's ridiculous. So we're just reading the documents. I see Randy's here. Hi, Randy B. Thank you for making it. I appreciate you. And Holly Sawbones, beautiful Holly. Hi, my love. It's good to see you here. Ak, hi Ak. AK or Ak? I'm sorry, I don't want to say it wrong, so let me know in the chat. This was in Georgia, being by a girl, and he just was released on the 29th of August. So literally like last week. It's wild. It's really wild. Okay, so let's get back to it. We're almost done with this document. The defendant has a burden of producing evidence of community ties, but the state has a burden of persuading by a preponderance of the evidence that a defendant is not entitled to release on bail. I'm sick of these like codes. Sorry, guys. Under Georgia law, evidence of the guilt or innocence of the person detained does not figure prominently in the judge's determination over whether to deny bail. Let me see. I want to get to the part about him. The defendant's guilt or innocence of the underlying charge is not an issue at the bail hearing, especially since the defendant enters the proceeding cloaked with presumption of innocence. Accordingly, while the charges against Mr. Monroy are serious and the government will attempt to promote their belief that the nature of the crime is heinous, neither Mr. Monroy's guilt or innocence nor the weight of the evidence should dissuade the court from granting bond for him. Mr. Monroy shows this court that he has significant ties to the community and that he was born and raised here in Gwinnett County and lives with his father and mother and 4 siblings. Mr. Monroy is gainfully employed and works with his family in their family-owned business where he is a dutiful employee. Furthermore, Mr. Monroy will show that he has never been arrested nor convicted of any criminal offense in any jurisdiction in his lifetime. He has never failed to appear before any court and will appear before this court to answer for these charges. Mr. Monroy has not nor will influence or intimidate any witness, and further shows that the evidence of the state is there was no witness to the death of the victim in this case. Mr. Monroy is not a danger to the community and has never harmed anyone nor damaged any property and is presumed innocent of these charges before the court. I don't get it. Hi, Amy. Beautiful Amy. Thank you for being here, for covering me at Campos. Let's move on. In order to meet this burden, Mr. Monroy shows the court that he has strong ties to the community in that he is not a significant risk of fleeing the jurisdiction or failing to appear in court. He is not a significant threat or danger to any person, property, or the community. He is not a significant risk of committing any felony, and he is not a significant risk of intimidating witnesses or otherwise obstructing the administration of justice. Not only is Mr. Monroy not a significant risk of those things, but he is no risk of or committing any of those things. Mr. Monroy has no criminal history, has tremendous ties to this community, and the government cannot show in any way how he poses any threat to any other person, to any property, or to this community, nor how he posed any risk to committing any felony. In order to ensure this court that Mr. Monroy will appear in court when required, will not intimidate or influence any witness, will not commit any felonies, and is not a danger to the community or any person or property, he is willing to remain under house arrest and subject to an electronic GPS monitor. Mr. Monroy is also willing and ready to surrender his United States passport and submit and honor any and all conditions that he have no contact with the family of the witness nor any of the witnesses. Mr. Monroy is willing to be subject to any reasonable conditions aimed at securing his attendance in court and otherwise ensuring he not intimidate or influence any witnesses and not commit any felonies, and is not a danger to the community nor any person or property. Conclusion. Wherefore, the defendant respectfully requests that this court hold a hearing where he may be entitled to show proof of his ties to the community and that he will appear in the court when required, will not intimidate or influence any witness, will not commit any felony, and is not a danger to the community or to any person or property. And this was submitted on July 30th, and he was out on bail August 29th, so literally almost a month. I'm curious, what do you guys think? Should he be out on bail? I mean, no one saw him commit the crime, but he was the last one seen with her. I mean, how many times have we heard that recently, right? Hi, Malfi Henpox. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And he says, I just don't understand why he's out. I don't understand it at all. I agree. I don't think he should be out. House arrest? I mean, I don't think it's house arrest. You can still be at home and basically do whatever you want except drink and use substances because they drug test you and whatnot. But I mean, nobody saw him commit the crime. I can see that perspective, but I also don't know if he should be out just in case he flees, because you can cut that ankle monitor off and sure they can track you, but I mean, you know, it all depends on the timing, who's working, who's not working, what's going on. So I feel like there's a lot going on there. And like I said, she was 7 months pregnant and he was last seen with her at 10:30 p.m. Yes, Esther, it is too sus. Right, Darlene? It's mind-blowing. And I just hope that, you know, I mean, I don't know. We like this order says nobody saw him commit the crime, right? But he was the last one seen with her. So let's see. The next is the order for bond. We just read like what, you know, his lawyers think he should be let out for, etc. And this is the order for bond. And this is pretty short, so we'll get through it pretty quick. It says, the court, having heard argument and evidence on the defendant's motion for bond, hereby grants the defendant a bond in the amount of $50,000 to be posted by cash or surety. The court further orders that the defendant is subject to the following conditions of bond while on pretrial release. The defendant shall have no contact with the family of the alleged victim nor with any witness in the case. The defendant shall be required to remain at his home under house arrest and shall be permitted to leave his home only to attend medical appointments and to meet with his attorney to prepare the defense of this case. The defendant shall be required to wear a GPS ankle monitor at his own expense and shall be fitted with a GPS ankle monitor within 24 hours of his release from confinement. The GPS monitoring company shall immediately notify the Office of the District Attorney upon any violations of the requirement of the GPS ankle monitor. So ordered this 28th day of August, and he was released on the 29th. So that's the document for that. So like I said, he's out on bond right now. We got through those documents pretty fast. For some reason, I thought it would be a little bit longer. What do you guys think? Should he be out or no? Ernie Birdie says he's a suspect. They had enough suspicion to arrest him, right? So he shouldn't be out. Being by a girl, it's way too easy to cut the monitor off and flee. I agree. Clark, give him freedom. What about the freedom he took from his victims? Bleeding hurts. I know. Military Moss says, hi, Melly. I'm sorry I'm late. You're not late. You're fine. We just finished reading those documents. I wanted to play the video for you guys. But I don't know. Let me know. Is that something you guys want to see? You guys just want to watch it? Because I can link it down below too. Randy B says, hell no, he shouldn't be on. Right. Holly Sawbone says, why can't he make the ankle monitors like the one Sarah Boone was gonna get a zapper? Try to cut it and give you the best ride your ankle ever had of its life. Okay, so I'll play, but y'all gotta let me know if you can hear it, because I was having like audio issues earlier, and I know I couldn't hear anything. So like let me know. I'm gonna try to play it for you guys and you guys let me know. And if not, then you guys can just go watch it. You guys know it's my guy. It's Vinny. It's Vinny on the video. Are you surprised? You guys are like, no. No, Melly, we're not surprised. Okay, let me see. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear it. Let me try. Can you guys hear it? And he's like, no. I don't know how to play it from Ernie's crying. Ernie. Um, I mean, I don't know. I tried to play it for you guys and it didn't work, so I'm sorry. You guys are just gonna have to go watch it. I'll have to link it for you, but you know, you guys know I love Vinny and he does great on it. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. No, you guys couldn't hear it? Let me know if you can hear it now. Let me see. I realized I didn't even switch you guys to the screen. Can you guys at least see it? At least you guys know what it looks like, so you guys can go watch it after. The video that Vinny made, this was a month ago. So she was found on July 15th, and her ex-boyfriend was just released on bond on August 29th. So it was literally like less than a month. I'll try to play it for you guys, and if you guys can't hear it, then just I'll put the link down below and you guys can. We already read through the documents anyways that I wanted to. Yeah. No, let me know. Can you hear it? Can you guys hear it? Yeah, I'll link it for you guys. Ernie said, will you send it to me? Yeah, I'll link it in the description too. You guys should go watch it. It's kind of long. It's like 50 minutes too. So I wasn't gonna play all of it. I was just gonna kind of play Vinny's like little intro. But you guys can go watch it, and it's really, 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 really good. Like I said, it's 40 minutes, but there's an interview with his family and her brother, which was the last person to see her when she left that house and got in her ex's car. So definitely go watch it. And like I said, I'll also, if you guys want to see the documents, I know I linked them for you guys to read, but if you guys want them, I can show them to you guys too, if you guys want to read them. It's so sick. Poor girl. 2 lives. Clark says, I'm so sick of the turnstile justice. Defendants have more rights than their victims. Yeah. He's out on bond. I actually don't know when, like what the next date is, so I should get that information of whatever the next process is. I guess now that he's out on house arrest, they're probably going to do like a trial or something. I don't know what he would be. I guess he's trying to claim it's not him. It wasn't him, but he was the last one with her, so I don't know how that's going to play out, and if that'll be a good trial, I guess, or maybe not, since there's nobody there that saw anything or knows anything. Oh, being Bio Girl says, oh, I just heard about this yesterday from Kendall Ray. Yeah, I hadn't heard about it until I saw it on Vinny's show. And I thought it was really interesting because he was out on bond. I was like, wow, really? Yeah, Esther says it seems that way. Oh, thank you, Ernie. Birdie linked it. I didn't send it to you. I'm too slow. But yeah, you guys should watch it. It's about an hour long, a little bit less than an hour. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna keep following this case. I had all the documents, but those so far, but those were the only ones that I thought were like interesting. The bond order and the denial or the approval. Being Bio Girl says I have to watch Vinny's video. Yeah, watch it. Definitely watch it. I got baby. Yes. Okay. So I appreciate you guys for being here. It's a little bit shorter today, but just because I wanted to go through those documents with you guys. Maybe I have to find out if there's a court date set. I didn't see that today, honestly. I was trying to think if there was. I didn't see that in the documents, so I'll have to review, and if so, I'll link it in the description so we can keep following it. Like I said, I'm sure Benny will follow it, and I'll keep following it, and other people will be following it. So I just kind of wanted to put it out there. Clark says, Melly, thank you for bringing this poor girl and the baby's death to light. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, once you watch the video, and then you're gonna remember like us having the conversation here. It's after that video, you're gonna be like, that's wild that he's out on bond. That video was made, I think, 3 weeks before he was let out on bond. So Court TV put it out a month ago. No, did I say that backwards? They put it out a month ago, and then they have a new one out as of last week. I'll also link that in the description. Last week they released one of the bond hearing. So basically the document that I just read to you guys, you can watch it on Court TV. So you guys know I love Court TV. I support them. Witch. Hi, Witch. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I'll be back either tomorrow to do true crime, or I don't know, like maybe another Melly After Dark or something. We can catch up and talk. There's some stuff going on in my life, so I'm like, why not share? We can have like a little family moment, right? I think those are always fun. I don't know, just talking and like hanging out. Yes, being bio girl. Love Court TV. I do. I love Court TV too. Yes, you guys can see in the bond hearing, the parents, they're very upset. It's a very sad video. So watch the one, I'll link them both and watch them in order. That way you can see like the story about what happened, and then you can see him being basically granted bond to be released. I appreciate you guys all for being here. Holly says, Melly, I'm loving the waves in the hair tonight. Thank you. I appreciate you, Holly. Witch, I'm so glad you made it, Witch. Being Bio Girl says yes to hanging out. What do you guys want to like hang out and talk about? I feel like there's a lot I could talk about, but I don't ever want to bore you guys. So like, what do you guys want to hear about? Just like catch up, find out what's going on in my life. I find out what's going on in your life. There's a lot. I could say a lot. I don't know if you watched my other live after dark. It was private. And I just actually, I think I listed it again. So go watch it. Let me know what you think. We could do like a part 2. I wasn't even gonna touch on this tonight, but why not? It's my channel. Esther, I love you. Thank you for being here. Being back. You're never going to tell us some things. Yeah, I got some things. We got some things to talk about, like just like business. I think friendships. We can touch on like friendships. That might be a good one. Maybe like loyalty. I'm touching that. Like, I just think it's good to sometimes, you know, sit back and talk about our feelings. We're all human, right? Sherilyn says, what is going on with you, Melly? A lot. Just busy working, you know, modding the YouTubes. I'm following a bunch of cases, so I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to like come up here and talk about. Anybody says I did a lot of adult things today. Get your head and cutter. Like grocery shopping. I got Ernie, you know me too well. This isn't a Melly After Dark. This is a Mia Campos. We can make it just like a transition into Melly After Dark. It's only 7:25 p.m. here in California. I don't know where you guys are at. Let me know where you guys at. Randy B wants to know. Tell us. You know, I've had like just an interesting week, just like business wise, and dealing with like friends and business is like a blessing and in a disguise, right? Like you have to draw boundaries, and then there's misunderstandings, and then there's just like shitty people. So I'm dealing with all of the above, but like, you know, We can talk about it more. We can get deep into that. Esther says crime and makeup. Okay, yeah, we can do like a late night and talk about makeup and stuff. Ernie Birdie did win the first giveaway. I'm gonna do another one here soon. Maybe tomorrow we can do that. Being Bio Girl says friendships and loyalty. Yes. Okay, we can touch on that. And makeup. So when do you guys want to do this? Like we can have a Holly Savon says I love a Melly after dark. Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. Being Bio Girl, where are you? It's 10:30 p.m. So you're Florida? Well, don't even answer that if you don't want. Sherilyn says I think I'm wrong anyways, by the way. Sherilyn says North Carolina. Esther says Texas. Oh my gosh. I'm the only one in Cali here right now. Curious Wendy says, hey, just noticed you're live. Yeah, hey Curious Wendy. We were talking about the Mia Campos case and now we're just talking about like life. Being Bio Girl says there's so many shitty people. You guys want to talk about it? Like, especially being on the internet, right? And like social media and like just like relationships and I mod everywhere, as you guys know, like everywhere. So I'm around. I see a lot. So it's just like one of those things. Can you do a throwback to crime while doing makeup? What do you mean like a throwback to crime? Like do a video and do my makeup. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm like a Bailey Sarian type person. That's talented, but I am a professional makeup artist, so yeah, let's do it tomorrow. I would say let's do it tonight, but that would be late. So for you guys, I think, because you guys are all a little bit ahead of me. So we can do it tomorrow. We can do a Melly after dark tomorrow. Okay, you guys want to talk about friendships and loyalty. All right, so tomorrow we'll do like a Melly after dark. We'll talk about friendships and loyalty. We can talk about some makeup. We can talk about some true crime. Military Ma, yeah, you're in California. Yes, California. A witch. It's early for us, huh? Yeah, Star, I remember you telling me you had family out here. Ernie B says I'm in Florida another month, then off to Texas to be okay. Florida to Texas. Let me know how that goes. Being you're the mod queen. Yeah, you know. I love it. I do. I love modding. If you guys want to talk about that tomorrow, we can talk about it. There's always something going on in the modding world. And you guys know I mod for a lot of different channels. So like now I just kind of cut down due to some personal reasons, if you guys want to talk about it, on one. So we can talk about that tomorrow. Just remind me. Remind me like Melly after dark. We have to talk about modding and why you cut down. Esther, yeah, I'll give you tips. Tips on what? Makeup? Okay. Life? I can try. Yes, Holly's. I'm a makeup artist and now I crime talk artist. Yeah. At least I'm trying to be. Being Bio Girl, you're beautiful. Yeah, I can do your makeup. You know, it's I'm really like comfortable doing my own makeup and like my friends and my mom and stuff, but I get nervous even though I haven't been doing makeup for like the last year. I've been focusing on like modding and stuff, so um I get nervous to do it again. I don't know, that's probably normal when you haven't done it in a while. On other people at least. Ernie would, yes, Ernie. Tomorrow, Melly after dark. Okay, you guys want to do it tomorrow? Maybe I'll have like a little glass of wine before we do it. You guys are like, no, please. You're like, please, Melly, don't come here spilling tea and wine everywhere. No, but I really think it's healthy. You guys know I love like talking about mental health and stuff. We should touch base on that too as well. I like a little recap on my mental health during the week. So let's do a Melly after dark. We'll talk about mental health, makeup, shitty people, um, true crime. Esther, Melly, don't overdo yourself modding too much. Esther, I can appreciate that. Yeah, when you mod for a lot of channels and you have a lot going on, yeah, I could say that it does become a little much, but I love it and I have so much fun. So today, like I missed a few due to work, but I'm always there, so I feel like it's okay that I miss a few. Okay, which we'll talk about personal reasons why I cut down on modding. Kier Windy, is there ever drama between any mods? Yes, I will go back tonight, go back and look at my lives. I did a live on Saturday. I think it was Melly After Dark, and I kind of talked about drama with mods and like friends, and then we're gonna touch base on that tomorrow again. We'll do another Melly After Dark tomorrow, and we can touch base on this drama between mods. I'm actually dealing with that right now. Holly Sabo, hashtag Bezos, right? Esther, oh, I love you, Esther. You're so sweet. You've always been such a good friend to me. We've known each other for a while now, I think, on the tubes. I call YouTube the tubes. Esther says that's me spilling. I won't spill the wine, but I'll spill the tea if I'm drinking some wine. What time? Wait, Randy, where did you say? Oh, you're in Florida. So probably not too late. I'll do it like early enough for you not to be staying up super late. So I'll post it and I'll let you know. I'm sure I'll see you in chats, but I mean, I don't know. How late do you stay up? A therapy session with Mel. Yeah, we need that. I think we should. I think I need one too. All right, you know what? If I spill the dirt though, you guys gotta really tell me when you feel about it. Ernie versus give medical advice. No, I can't. I can't give medical advice on here. All right, so yeah, she is a mod. I feel you on the drama. We see it and we never get to talk about it with y'all. Okay, Holly, let's talk about it. Okay, tomorrow. Let's talk about it. Okay, Randy, so if you're up tomorrow, let's do it. So your time might be like 10. 10 or earlier. Let's do that. Definitely before then, because I like to stay up, but I don't know that I want to be up on live that late. But we'll see. So expect a Melly After Dark. I'll post it on my channel um a couple hours ahead. I'll schedule it. Being by girl's like, yeah, I'll be awake. Esther says we gotta zip it, no telling on Melly because we are in drama. I feel like you guys are feeling the vibes, but I like it. Anyway, oh Valerie, hi Valerie, you made it. Just so you get a little update, we talked on the Mia Campos case. I read some court documents, but I'm gonna link, and Ernie linked in the chat, and I'm gonna link in the description the 2 court TV videos of the case. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it was a 17-year-old girl that was 7 months pregnant, and her ex-boyfriend is being allegedly accused of the crime, and he's out on bond and just got let out on bond. So we went off on a tangent right now, but that's what we were talking about. So I will link the videos below. You guys go watch them. You guys know I love Court TV. Come see me at Vinny's. Vinny might be live tomorrow, so you can catch me there. I'm modding for him, and you'll know I'll be on the tubes. And yeah, let's do a Melly After Dark tomorrow. I appreciate you guys so much for being here, all of you. I love you. I really do appreciate that. You guys being here to read those documents with me. Holly says, I think another thing you're talking about and that you're not modding for. I was clutching. Okay. Okay, let's talk about it tomorrow. So we'll do a Melly After Dark. I appreciate you guys for being here. And let's see each other tomorrow on the tubes. Bye, guys. Have a good night.